Hito joins us from Cilvegozu border. This is the crossing between Turkey and Syria. Just on the latest line, Ubeyda, what more do we know about this attack on a Turkish observation post? And what are those posts exactly serving? What purpose?
This attack happened this morning with 6 mortars being fired from a regime military position in northern Hama called Cilvegozu. The mortars fell on the Turkish position, and caused some material damage in the base. In response, the Turkish Defense Ministry says that they fired heavy artillery fire at Cilvegozu. This particular position, number 9, this observation post, is about 3 kilometers from the front lines between opposition forces and regime forces. Now, these Turkish observation posts were set up in a de-escalation zone deal made between Turkey, Russia, and Iran in 2017. They were meant to prevent any kind of escalation in Idlib province, where there's around 4 million civilians living. This is the second time, as you mentioned, in the last 4 days that a Turkish observation point was attacked. In the last attack, 3 Turkish soldiers were injured. This particular observation point is about 40 kilometers southeast of the one that was attacked on Thursday. In response to the attack on Thursday, President Erdogan said that Turkey will not remain silent if the regime continues attacking Turkish observation points, and that he wants peace to prevail in Idlib. A part of the Sochi deal, or the Astana process, if you will, is that Russia and Iran, as guarantors in the deal, should ensure that the regime does not violate the de-escalation zone. However, Russia and Iran have had great difficulty in keeping the regime from attacking civilians and now attacking Turkish observation points. And we expect that the discussion between Russia and Turkey is going to be focused on these new attacks on Turkish positions in Idlib and northern Hama.
It's been suggested that the only thing that is stopping the regime launching a full-out assault on Idlib and the ensuing humanitarian disaster that would follow is because of Turkey's presence in northwestern Syria. And yet there is still no real respite for civilians. You've been in and out of Syria for the past month at least, while this bombing campaign has been continuing. There was supposed to have been a ceasefire declared by Moscow just a few days ago.
The situation on the ground continues to escalate. In the many times that we've been inside Idlib province and even in northern Hama, there has been continued airstrikes, artillery strikes, and barrel bomb attacks. Unfortunately, we are not able to stay throughout the night, but people who we're in touch with on the ground tell us that even when the sun goes down over Idlib province and northern Hama, there continues to be airstrikes, artillery strikes. They are using napalm and white phosphorus. This has been going on for more than 6 weeks, even though the Turkish presence is sort of preventing any kind of ground invasion of Idlib province. The opposition itself is also committed to preventing any kind of ground invasion. However, they have little way to hinder any kind of aerial attacks. The opposition is not equipped with anti-air missiles or anti-air defense systems, and this is the key to the Russian-backed regime offensive. The aerial advantage is what the Russians and the regime are depending on. They're targeting civilian areas. They've displaced more than 300,000 people from southern Idlib and northern Hama. Majority of them have come towards the Turkish border, and the humanitarian situation continues to degrade. People are living under trees. People don't have access to consistent humanitarian aid. Hospitals are being attacked. They don't have access to medical care, and this is growing into a very serious humanitarian crisis.
Ubeyda, thank you very much indeed. Ubeyda Hito on the Turkish side of the border with Syria.